Sorry.
Hello, SMM5 here, and it's that time of the month again. Today we'll be ranking and reviewing every SMG4 video of October 2024. I hope you all enjoy. Now let's get into it. In this video, SMG3 gets turned into an old man and gets sent to a nursing home, where he gets into a senior rebellion to escape the prison, retirement home. It's a solid, run-of-the-mill SMG4 video. The only thing I didn't really like was SMG4's characterization in the beginning of the video. Like, dude, I'm glad it's not Mario this time, but don't make SMG4 a man-child. Then again, this video is based on the video idea SMG3 and SMG4 came up with in their video coming up with an episode idea, so perhaps I shouldn't take it too seriously. I like that it dived a bit more into the old man's past and gave him a bit of lore, and SMG3's dynamic with him was pretty good for the context of the video. Swag was funny as ever, and the jokes were pretty good. It's a solid SMG4 video. It's a 7.5 out of 10. In this video, Mr. Puzzles and Leggy trap the SMG4 gang in Puzzle Park, and they get got one by one. This was a great penultimate episode to WOTFI 2024. It sets the tone and establishes how much of a threat Mr. Puzzles has now become. It was creepy that we got multiple members of the gang going missing off screen, just after we'd seen them having been perfectly fine, and then transitioned to them getting got on screen in creepily ways. Even Melanie wasn't safe from this, and she went into her fierce deity form to attempt an escape. I also like that when the characters get captured while they're distracted, they are only distracted because of their own flaws. Tari and Bob were too carefree in a Mr. Puzzles attraction, Psycho and Karen were too competitive to notice in time, same with Mario and 4, Luigi was too focused on not being scared, and Melanie hadn't gone to the gym in a while. It further solidifies the fact that Mr. Puzzles isn't an ordinary threat as he knows these guys. I thought that was a nice touch. Not much else to say here, it's an 8 out of 10. And for the magnum opus of SMG4 2024, we have the conclusion to the final Mr. Puzzles arc of this year, War of the Fat Italians 2024. And I have to say, this video was better than the movie and a night at SMG4's, like, by a lot. Which is a pretty low bar, but at least it passed it. I think my biggest complaint is that the only characters on SMG4's side who were doing challenges were Mario and SMG4, while everyone else was mind-controlled by Mr. Puzzles. I get that we need characters to compete against, but the trailer made it seem like the SMG4 crew were going to have to go through challenges to escape their bounds and walk out of the carnival alive, which I think would have been a lot more interesting than SMG4 and Mario doing challenges against their mind-controlled friends. At least when the lawsuit WOTFI did this, they also had friends on their side doing this to make things more interesting. I'm also kind of mixed on how Mr. Puzzles is defeated. They have a moment where Meggy, as Leggy, comforts the scared little child deep inside Mr. Puzzles and make him enlightened, and then they call the cops and put him in maximum security. On one hand, it's really funny that they just call the cops and press charges. I mean, yeah, Mr. Puzzles has so many charges against him you'd think to plug in your iPhone. But on the other hand, it also involves Meggy emotionally manipulating Mr. Puzzles with a false hope of them ever being real friends and him going even more insane as a result. I get that they're enemies, and Mr. Puzzles probably doesn't deserve sympathy after everything he's done, but SMG4 keeps giving us moments where Meggy may not completely hate Mr. Puzzles and actually empathize with him a bit. So I'm not sure what kind of angle they're really going for anymore. I'm not sure if they're planning some kind of Zuko redemption arc for this guy, but if they are, I'm even more mixed on Meggy being the tough of this situation than I was before. That being said, I did still really like the challenges, they were fun as ever for what they were. And once again, they deliver another fire rap to add to the record books. The lyrics were good and the beat was epic. I love that each WOTFI rap since 2020 has some kind of theme to it. 2021's was basically an anime intro, 2022's was Quart themed, 2023's was Spy themed, and this one is wacky carnival themed. Whoever is writing these rap battles needs a raise. Another thing I really like is the ending. All things considered, an open ending really was the best way to end Mr. Puzzle's story of this year. With him stuck prison, it makes for time to either decide what else to do with him next year, or to take a break from his character and focus on other stuff we've been wanting to explore. like the Marty plot line, or Melanie's development post-revelations, or Tari's origins, or Maggie's mental health, or a proper conclusion to Shrumi's double identity thing I made a whole pitch for. There are so many windows that are open right now, and it makes me excited for the future. Hopefully SMG4 will pick the latter option and focus on other characters as we go forward. Overall this was a solid WOTFI, it's an 8 out of 10. That is all for this video, I hope you all enjoyed. Did you like this year's War of the Fat Italians? Did you like how they handled Mr. Puzzle's character? And what do you think SMG4 should focus on now that Mr. Puzzle seems to be in the house? Be sure to like and subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. Be sure to turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video. That is all for today, see you all next time.